Hey! So for today's video I'm going to be doing a little bit of a makeup try on, but I was so excited when I saw this range. So I saw that Soph does, is it Soph Does Nails still? I think she changed her YouTube name to Soph Does Life actually, or maybe just Soph. Soph on YouTube, I think everybody probably knows who she is at this point. She did a video which was trying the Revolution collection that is Friends themed, and anybody who knows me knows that I am the biggest Friends fan. I'm the biggest Friends fan in the world. I can literally recite every episode word for word. I love it. So when I saw that they brought out a collection, I was like, have to do a makeup tutorial or just a look with those products. I owe it to myself, if nothing else. So I bought a couple of the products and I'm going to be trying them on camera for the first time. They have like a big palette, like the main palette, which was £20, but I didn't get that. Instead I got two of the smaller palettes because I thought they had nicer and more varied shades. Like I think the big palette, I might be wrong here, but I think the big palette only has shimmers in it. I might be so wrong. But anyway, I liked the look of the smaller ones better. So the first thing I got is the Monica palette, the eyeshadow palette. Monica is actually my second favourite character in Friends. I'll actually tell you what my ranking is. My favourite is Ross, then Monica, then Rachel, then Chandler, then Joey, then Phoebe. I know so many people are going to disagree, but I've watched so much of Friends that if you don't think Ross is the funniest, you need to watch more of it, okay? Just saying. So Monica's my favourite girl and she's my second favourite, so I was like, have to get her palette. So these smaller palettes, they have Rachel one, Monica and Phoebe. They all look really good. I also got the Rachel one, which I'll show you in a second. And these are £8 each. I got these from Superdrug actually. I got everything from Superdrug, but obviously you can get it from the Revolution website. Oh, it matches my top. That wasn't even planned. Oh, I love that it's got the little door thing on it. I'm obsessed with that. I didn't realise those glitters were that glittery, to be honest. Very nice. So I'll read out the names. There's Clean, classic, Monica, Chef, Gala Cup, Chicken, I love this palette already, Twins, Frizzy, Bing, Obsessive, and Thanksgiving. I feel like they could have chosen a different word other than obsessive, to be honest. She's so much more than that. I think I'm gonna get a lot of use out of this. It's got some nice neutral browns as well as some amazing shimmers. So yeah, there we go. So that is the Monica palette. Then I also got the Rachel palette, and I didn't get the Phoebe one because she's the bottom of my ranking. No, it wasn't because of that. Well, maybe a little bit. I got the Rachel one because I thought the colours I would wear more than the Phoebe one. So here is the Rachel one. These are like super girly colours if you compare them to Monica. Hey! So in Rachel's palette, the colours are Shopping, On a Break, Dinosaur, 90s, Barney's, Tag, Chip, Pushover and Crush. And then I also got the Monica lipstick. They had a lipstick shade for each of the girls as well. And the lipstick is £6. So I got the Monica one because I thought the colour was most wearable to what I would normally wear lipstick wise. And I just love the packaging of the Monica one. I think it's so nice. And then it comes in a really cute like rose gold packet with some cute little raised lips on the top. Sorry, I don't want to be the classic blogger with the hand, but it's going to happen because it really does help focus. There we are. So that is like a nudie pinky brown. I love it. I think it's really like a 90s shade. Honestly, I can't believe this collection hasn't come out already before. Like Friends makeup. Why has nobody thought of that until 2020? And then the final thing that I got was this lip gloss. This is the Rachel lip gloss because I wanted a clear one. I'm not a huge fan of like tinted lip glosses. They end up going like all around my mouth. The lip glosses are also £6, but for the lip glosses they had every single Friends character, so you could get like Ross or Joey or Chandler as well if you wanted to, and then obviously all of the girls. I was going to get the Ross one, but it was just such a bright pink and it was just so not my style, but I would have got the Ross one just because to pay an ode to him. The Rachel one was definitely most my style. So it's just a clear gloss, got the cute little pink Central Perk on it. I've only just noticed this, but it's also got an R on the top, so that's perfect because my name's Rosie, which begins with an R. So the first colour I'm going to go for is on the Monica palette, and I'm going to go for Obsessive, this one here. And that's going to be my like transition colour. So I actually really didn't put a lot on my brush there, but it has actually paid off very nicely. So you don't need a lot of this at all. So next I'm going to go for a bit of Barney's from the Rachel palette, which is this middle shade here. I'm just going to add that a little bit to the crease just to darken that up a little bit. I'm going to take a tiny bit of Dinosaur, which is like this very light brown here, and just kind of go over those two with that just to make it a bit more seamless and natural. So next, I think I'm going to go with a darker colour. I'm going to go with Frizzy, and I'm going to concentrate on my outer V there. That one I did have to build up quite a lot actually. Like, it did go on quite light and I've had to do a couple more layers for it to really get a bit darker. Not hard to blend, but it's not blending as well as the other colours for sure. Like, it's doing that weird thing where it picks up the creases in your eye and then leaves like little white lines, do you know what I mean? Okay, so this is what we have so far. I can't lie, my blending hasn't been the best today. I don't know whether it's just me or the eyeshadow, but we're gonna fix it, so don't worry. I'm gonna go back in with Dinosaur, this very light brown, and just go over the middle just to cover up that bad blending. So I think I'm gonna go in with On a Break here from the Rachel palette. And I'm hoping the shade Twins here kind of just covers any imperfections with a bit of sparkle. I'm going to use my finger for that. But this one is definitely, you have to really pack it on. I've done about 4 or 5 layers and it's still a little bit like muted, especially on this eye. Like, if you just did 1 layer, it will be super, super subtle, which obviously is nice sometimes, but if you wanted like a big glittery eye, you'd have to do a lot of layers to get the payoff on this one. Listen, it's all about trial and error. If at first you don't succeed, try and try again. Okay, so it's driving me a bit insane that I can't get them equal, so I'm just gonna leave it. But I have to say, they are quite difficult to blend, these eyeshadow palettes. The first ones that I used I feel like were good, the lighter shades, but once I got to the darker shades and the shimmer, I feel like it did become a bit more tricky. The shimmer wasn't hard to blend, it was just like, you had to really, really layer it on to get this look. I put on about 7 layers. So yeah, just bear that in mind, I think. I'm gonna go underneath now and just do my lower lash line. I'm now just going to put on a little bit of mascara off camera to finish off my eyes. Okay, so mascara is on. I'm now going to go on to the lipstick. So obviously I bought the Monica lipstick, which is here. Well, that's quite pink. That did go on kind of stiff. I don't know whether it's just because it's kind of a cold day, but oh, now that it's on, it does feel quite nice actually. It's a lot pinker than it looks on the website, but I still really like it. It's definitely a wearable one. So now, finally, let's go in with the lip gloss, the Rachel lip gloss. That's a really nice one. Okay, the lip gloss might be my favourite thing so far. Okay guys, so this is the finished look. I have to apologise that that wasn't my best application of makeup in my life, but still hopefully you enjoyed it and hopefully this gave you a good idea of what the palettes are like and what the lip stuff is like. Let me know in the comments if you've tried any of these products or if you are thinking about buying any of it. And also, why don't you let me know what your ranking of the Friends characters are, because I'd be very interested to know if anybody has the same as me. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I've got some really exciting videos coming up, so I would love for you to join the fam. But other than that, I'll see you in my next video. Goodbye.